Red Notice 2 has been a few years in the making, and though not much has been confirmed, news has slowly trickled out since the original film's premiere. One of the most watched movies to ever come to Netflix, Red Notice is an action comedy starring the movie star trio of Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The film follows an FBI agent, John Hartley Johnson, who must team up with a famed art thief, Nolan Booth Reynolds, to stop an even more audacious thief, Sarah Black Gadot, from stealing 3 rare bejeweled eggs. The film premiered on Netflix on November 5, 2021, and was received poorly, with a 37% on Rotten Tomatoes, but the film was watched, in total, for over 453.9 million hours. It's a classic Hollywood blockbuster for the streaming era, with megastars, a massive budget of $200 million, and some clever stunts and twists to keep the audience engaged. Gadot, Reynolds, and Johnson are no strangers to blockbuster franchises, so a follow-up to Red Notice was planned even before the movie was released. Since 2021, nothing more has been confirmed, but a lot has been said about Red Notice 2. Red Notice 2 latest news. Gal Gadot says the movie is still in production. From the producer's comments, there does not seem to be an official timeline for the movie, which is not the best news for the film's prospects. Worse, in May 2024, reports began to surface that indicated Reynolds and Johnson had feuded on the set of the original Red Notice. While it's clear some of the crew behind Red Notice are all for a sequel, there are still quite a few major obstacles to overcome. Red Notice 2 cast. The main cast should be expected to return. Gal Gadot is the only one of the original Red Notice cast members to speak about a sequel in the last few years, so if Red Notice 2 does happen, she'll almost certainly return as Sarah Black / the Bishop. If Reynolds and Johnson can work through their differences, then they should certainly return as Booth and Hartley, respectively, to round out the cast. The other major character who should return for the second film, considering her role at the end of the first, is Ritu Arya as Inspector Urvashi Das. Red Notice 2 story details. Red Notice ends on a cliffhanger. Booth, Ryan Reynolds, Hartley, The Rock, and Black, Gal Gadot, pointing guns at one another in a jungle in Red Notice. No official story details for Red Notice 2 have been released at this time, but the ending of Red Notice is a cliffhanger. Red Notice 2 could pick up right where the first film left off. At the end of the movie, Booth confronts Hartley and Black and lets them know he's frozen their bank accounts in retaliation for them leaving him handcuffed in the jungle. He says he'll get their money back if the pair help him with another heist. At the same time, Das puts out an international Red Notice for the trio. Red Notice 2 is certain to follow the 3 crooks working as a team, rather than as enemies.